Who would have thought that you could get a premium crossover for just about $40K? With the new 2022 Mazda CX-5, you can. There are 8 different trims to pick from, 2 different engines, and now for this model year, all of them come standard with all-wheel drive. So today we are looking at the top of the line 2.5 turbo signature trim. So the 2.5 turbo engine is available in 2 trims. There's the turbo, which was previously known as the Grand Touring Reserve, and what we have here, the signature trim. So if you fuel it with 93 octane fuel, you can get up to 256 horsepower and 320 pound-feet of torque. And if fuel prices have got you down, we're all there with you. You can still get, with 87 octane, 227 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. And for what it's worth, that's still way more than the 187 horsepower that comes with the naturally aspirated 2.5 liter. And speaking of fuel prices, you can get up to 22 in the city, 27 on the highway, all depending on your driving habits. So 2022 does see a delicate redesign that is really noticeable in this new grille texture and a little bit in the shape as well. Also, you have some updated LED headlights, which are adaptive on the signature trim. Then the body lines have ever so slightly been kind of like feathered out, softened up a little, just a little bit. And then do you notice anything missing? I'll give you a second. There's no more fog lights. They have left the chat for 2022 on all trims. I want to mention some of the standout features on the signature trim down the side of this CX-5. The first thing is you get body colored cladding. All of this trim down here is all body colored. Anything lower than this trim, that is going to be a flat black. You also have these gorgeous bright silver 19-inch wheels, and you get power folding side mirrors, which is just so convenient for the tight parking spaces around the Bay Area. The LED taillights have also received some finishing touches, as well as the bumper reflectors. They're a lot smaller than 2021, and honestly, those need to be as small as possible to get the job done, in my opinion, because they do serve a purpose, but also so do cargo pants, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Another thing that Mazda continues to do well is we have a real dual exhaust, which makes me feel like Mazda just appreciates me as a driver. I do wish that they tucked this rear wiper somewhere up in here just to continue the refinement for this 2022 redesign. On this trim, you do have an automatic lift gate. And behind the second row, you'll get up to 30 cubic feet of space. There are switches on either sides to lower the second row, which will allow you up to 60 cubic feet of space. But how cool is it that there is a second pulley here to drop just the center seat? That's really unique. Okay, we are sitting inside of the 2022 CX-5, and I want to start by talking about this gorgeous Couture brown leather. Couture? So I Googled it because I was like, what is that? And it turns out that it is either a parrot or Arabica coffee, and I'm just gonna go ahead and guess that Mazda was going with the latter. So in the back seat, you can get up to 40 inches of leg room behind these seats if they're pushed all the way forward. And then this is so cool. When you fold down your cup holders, there's more than just cup holders here. This is where you can control your heated seats in the back of the signature trim. And then there's a little pocket So you could put your little phone right there, and there's 2 USB charging outlets right here as well. So pretty cute way to secure your stuff and make better use out of this fold down cup holder system. So now let's go to the front. Okay, I just want to start off with like a little teeny tiny rant in the front seat. And it's all because, drum roll, the lack of a touchscreen. I probably sound like a broken record. I really want a touchscreen, and I think that if you are trying to emulate luxury, I think that simplicity is something that represents like something of quality, and everything else is so simple and sophisticated, so it would be very nice if like the technology or this touchscreen were to kind of copy that. So, however, with that being said, if I were to drive this car every single day, I would learn how to use the little command center for your infotainment system so quickly. And for what it's worth, everything else in this car is just to die for. It is a laundry list of really cool things. Starting with the fact that everything is so soft. Everything you touch, your steering wheel, the fact that you still have a normal gear selector, it's not an electronic gear selector, I hate that. So this is in itself just really great. You also have ventilated seats in the signature trim as well as heated seats. You have wireless charging and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And for what it's worth, this is very ergonomically designed, your command center, because you can just rest your elbow here and switch through your 10.3-inch infotainment system, which also has a 360-degree view monitor. So that's always really convenient. Some other elements that add to the ambiance inside the CX-5 is LED lighting in the signature trim, and of course the very wonderful power sunroof. And they have remodeled the seats a little bit to be more supportive for 2022. And in the 2.5 turbo, you do have an off-road mode, a driving mode, as well as normal and sport. If you were considering a different luxury brand CUV, I would absolutely stop and look at this Mazda CX-5, especially in this signature trim. And if that's not the case, there is still 7 other trims to pick from that can absolutely accommodate you. So if you have any further questions, please drop them below in the comments and let me know what you think of this new redesign. See you later.